Within Qvinci, you can access the general ledger of any particular QuickBooks file as a paid feature within Qvinci. You can access this in two ways. First, from the advisory portal under Portals, you'll be able to see each of your individual entities, and if you have the general ledger feature enabled, there is the GL column that will show up, which will allow you to drill into the general ledger for that particular entity. You can select the View button. This will then load the general ledger activity. You'll have an option to select an account or select all accounts. You have an option for predefined date ranges or a custom date range where you can select a specific month. For now, I'm going to choose last month, and then I'm going to select a specific account, and I click Save, and then the general ledger entries are shown here. You can see here it shows the entity that we selected, the accounting method that is being used, who is the contributor for that particular entity, the selected account we chose, the date range, and the last time the file synced. We have an option in the upper left to filter and choose a different account or change our date range. And we can also export this data to Excel by clicking the Export to Excel option. And then this general ledger data will open up in the Excel file when you have available. You can also access this general ledger data by going to Reports and Libraries, and then Libraries. And if you have a report in your Pin tab, Mine tab, or the Qvinci Gallery, and you run that report, you'll be able to do the GL drill down. Now notice right now I'm filtered to all entities. If I run a report against all entities and it's a consolidated view, notice this message up at the top. Filter down to one entity to use the general ledger drill down. Then double click a cell to drill down into the general ledger. So notice my pointer here stays the same, and I can select a value, but my pointer stays the same and I can't double click and drill down. If I filter up and filter entities down to a specific entity, and then I apply that filter, now we're filtered down to Apple Family Dental. If I run the exact same report from my gallery or my library, now when I hover over the values, my pointer changes to a finger. I can then select and double click on a value, and the general ledger will pull up for that specific account, for that date range. Again, it shows us the entity, the accounting method, and it also lets us know if there are pending journal entries if the journal entry feature is enabled in Qvinci. Again, you have the filter options, but notice now because we drilled down from a report, it doesn't have the specific account name selected here or the date range. We still have the ability to export it to Excel to pull up all this information in an Excel spreadsheet. And we can view the data here. You also have the opportunity to sort by clicking on the three little dots in any section, and you can change which columns display, and you also have the ability to filter the particular data. So if you wanted to filter for a specific day or a particular account name, etc., you can do that here. Again, this one was accessed by running a report against one specific entity, and I'm able to drill down by selecting a value and then looking at the general ledger for that. Or I can go to the Portals, Advisory Portal, and I can drill down into the GL for an entire file and then filter down through the options. If you have any other questions in regards to the general ledger feature, please reach out to support or email them at support@qvinci.com. Thank you.